In this chapter, we're going to set up an import of contacts from a file into our app. First, let's load up the file. There are instructions in the course notes for downloading the sample file. These steps should be familiar from the Introduction to Modelling course. Let's just check the data we've uploaded. Now we want to be able to incorporate this uploaded data into the contact stream. So we'll link the two streams. First, we'll make the imported data static so we can run multiple tests. Next, we'll look at the stream attribute expressions in contacts. The first one we need to set is for UID. At the moment, we're relying on automatically populating this in the app, but we need a mechanism to do this across the import and the app updates. First step is to create a sequence. We'll call this contact UID. We'll start at a value 10,000 because we know that's bigger than any of the IDs we currently have. Go into the stream attribute expression for UID and use the function nextValue. This is one of the attribute functions, and we'll refer to the sequence contact UID. For the remaining attributes, we'll make the expressions in dot then the name of the attribute. I know this will work because the attribute names across import contacts and contacts are the same. So that takes care of updating the contacts data from the imported data. Next, we need to check that the actions in our app will also update correctly. The only change we need to make here is to use the UID from the sequence to make sure that's consistent across imported data and app updates. So we'll use the same expression, nextValue, and then refer to the sequence contact UID. Here we've updated the update action. The other action we need to check is the add. Because the add button is hidden when any record is selected, we need to unselect the record in the top grid view and now we can see the add button. We'll go in there. Remember the action we're using in here, validate contact, is the same as that used in the update button. So we already have our rule to update UID using the sequence. Next, we'll add a task. This will run the contact stream and that will load in data from the import contact stream. Creating a task plan like this should be familiar from the previous course. We'll create an analysis task. And then we'll find our stream. It's useful to go into the application because that reduces the number of streams you need to search from. Next, we'll add a new button. And this will trigger the import of new data. We'll call this import contacts. All we're going to do with this is run a task plan. So we need a custom action, but we don't need to change any of the other details of the basic action. Let's update the label to import contacts. We'll resize this button. Now we need to go and create our custom action. Open the configuration form for the stream contacts and create a new action. Again, we'll call this import contacts. The only configuration on this action is going to be to run a task plan. When finding a task plan to add to the action, again, it's useful to do that from the application in the repository browser. We'll leave the expression blank because we always want that task plan to fire. Finally, we'll associate the custom action with the button. So that's our configuration complete. Let's try this button in app mode. We run it, and nothing appears to happen. Let's see if we actually did anything. Let's open the console. Remove the default filter. We can see our run at the top. We check the stream sets. We can see 2 records are loaded. Let's check on the stream as well. In the latest stream set, there are our 2 loaded records. Okay, so what went wrong? The problem is the view didn't refresh. Let's try that for ourselves. We'll open the app, press refresh, and we can see our imported rows. But we don't want our users to have to press refresh all the time. So we'll make this action a refresh action. That means when it runs, it refreshes this view. We'll find the stream under the application, find the actions, and drag in our new action. To test this, we need to roll back our latest data set. We made the previous stream static, so this will be fine. We selected just that run. Untick keep all stream sets and roll that data back. Now we're back to where we started. We'll open the app and refresh that. Then we can see the effect of the rollback. Great. Now we can go into app mode and do another test. This time, when we press the button, we can see the imported rows loaded straight away.